the scissors?
Yes.
He stabbed a nurse?
He went away.
Frantic 911 calls describe the terrifying moments a Palm Beach nurse was brutally attacked on the job. The person.
We have a horrific story coming out of Palm Beach County, Florida. 67-year-old Leelamma Lau, a nurse at Palms West Hospital, was viciously attacked by a patient, Stephen Scantlebury, who was admitted under the Baker Act.
In the floor.
The nurse is on the floor. Is she bleeding?
Yes.
I'm on the 3rd floor. There's some guy in here that's nuts.
67-year-old Leelamma Lau dreamed of being a nurse since she was a child and has worked at Palms West Hospital in Palm Beach for 21 years. Her daughter, Cindy Joseph, who is a physician, said in the past her mother would occasionally have a patient raise their voice or yell at her, but nothing turned physical until February 18th. That's when, according to probable cause affidavit, 33-year-old Stephen Scantlebury attacked Lau in the room as he was being held under the Baker Act. My understanding is his family requested that Palms West Baker Act him. Palms West at first refused to do so, and then they sent him for a CT scan, stated Karen Terry, an attorney for Lau's family. He broke out of the CT scan room, began running around, at which time Palms West then Baker acted him, and then sent him to the 3rd floor, to the telemetry unit. They shouldn't have sent him to begin with, and the violent attack happened. No one responded in a timely fashion, and somehow he got the scissors and started poking Leelamma's eyes out and escaped essentially naked and out of the hospital and ran across Southern Boulevard in traffic. Lau was taken to another hospital in critical condition, and essentially every bone in her face was broken. I'm in the Palm West Hospital. I'm on the 3rd floor. There's some guy in here who's nuts. We've closed the door. We've got another call. He's on the 3rd floor. Is he white, black, or Hispanic? He's white. He's running around in dark colored shorts, no shirt, no shoes, no socks. Does he have any weapons on him? I don't know. We slammed the door shut. Me and my sister are standing up against the door so he could not come in if he tried. This has been going on for over 5 minutes. We had a Baker Act beat a staff member unconscious, now running around the building. You're saying they beat an employee until they passed out? Yes, knocked them unconscious. I'm not worried about that part. I need the Baker Act dealt with. Do you have any name of the Baker Act? No, it doesn't matter. I just need the crews here. The operator asks if the patient is white, black, or Hispanic and tells the CEO to let him know he has a description, but that help is on the way. The operator asks if the patient is still in the building because they were not getting calls that he was running around down South Boulevard. This could be nearly a fatality, this employee. It looks like we're getting another call that this nurse was possibly stabbed. I don't think there's evidence of a stabbing. I was just in the room. The operator said that the patient is out on Southern Boulevard and the CEO was going out there. I don't even know where they are taking this guy right now because my hospital is a wreck. Scantlebury was captured and underwent a medical clearance. A witness said Scantlebury had been acting paranoid the last 2 days, blaming people in his life for events that had nothing to do with, according to the affidavit. Scantlebury was charged with a 2nd-degree attempted murder with a hate crime enhancement.
Those 911 calls are talking about their mother.
It's just pretty much unimaginable to me that this actually happened while she was at work, somewhere she's worked for over 20 years taking care of patients. I'm still in shock and disbelief.
Last week, investigators say a Palms West nurse identified by her family as 67-year-old Leelamma was, quote, inexplicably attacked by a 33-year-old Baker-acted patient. They say it's Stephen Scantlebury. The affidavit said essentially every bone in the victim's face was broken and that she was likely to lose the use of both eyes. A 911 call also reveals the suspect may have used scissors to attack her.
Scissors?
Yes.
Did he hit somebody with the scissors? Did he hurt somebody with the scissors?
Yes.
He stabbed a nurse?
He went away.
Okay, does he still have the scissors, yes or no?
Yes.
What was going through her head, the pain she felt, the confusion, the trauma she's going to have for this for the rest of her life.
These are photos the family shared of Malal after the attack, showing her eyes swollen shut and bruises throughout her face and collarbone.
She had bleeding in the brain, subdural bleeding and subarachnoid bleeding. She was unconscious, intubated, not responding. The first night was pretty crazy. She was very unstable.
Now the siblings have questions, particularly over a 911 call involving a man who identified himself to dispatchers as the Palms West CEO and what he told dispatchers about the unconscious victim.
You said they assaulted the employee until they passed out?
Yeah, unconscious. I'm not worried about that part. I mean, the baker I dealt with. And this could be nearly a fatality.
I couldn't imagine how heartless that was. How could they say that they didn't care about her, or they cared more about the Baker Act patient than their own nurse who's been there with them for 20 years? And then that comment at the end about how she's probably going to die, that really, really, really hurt me and really hit hard.
Attorney Karen Terry is now representing the Loss family. They haven't yet filed suit, but Terry says she's looking at, quote, all avenues of recovery for the family, believing the hospital was negligent and had a, quote, reckless disregard for Law's safety.
This absolutely could have been and should have been prevented on every level.
We reached out to HCA Florida and Palms West for a response. A representative says she's working to answer questions over security, yet her children remain frustrated, angry, and fearful.
I'm just so mad at the situation and sad, and my mom is everything to me. She's my biggest supporter and always there for her, always there for me. I can't imagine my life without her, and this is not fair to her. She's 67 years old. She could have retired, long time ago, but she chose to be a nurse and to keep caring for patients. She loves her job.